It's been a weird year for us. I was only able to get you this, but I know you're gonna like it.
If it's what I'm thinking, that's all I really wanted anyway. Did you mean to get Mortal Kombat X?
That's not it. I looked up Mortal Kombat PSX, and that's what popped up.
I'm a little broken, but I'm amazed at how close yet so far that was. If you would have typed Mortal Kombat X PS, you would have definitely gotten something different for sure.
Yeah, but that still looks good.
I guess, but I can't even play this right now. I don't have a PlayStation 1 or 2 or 3. I have a PlayStation 4.
Oh, they made a lot of them.
In the past 20 years. Yeah.
I know how much you wanted Mortal Kombat for the PSX 3X.
You're getting there.
I ruined Christmas, didn't I?
Nah, if anything, this is still cool. I'll play this one day. This could be the start of my backlog. Games that I'll just get to one day.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be great. I mean, how bad can a Mortal Kombat game be?
On backlog, been gone for way too long. On backlog, got so many games to play, dog. On backlog, Donkey Kong expands my dome. On backlog, me and Kano been fucking since dawn. On backlog, did you know that Kano wears thongs? On backlog, I really fucking hate this song. Yeah.
You want some fries with that whoop ass?
What is up, guys? It is Robert of Gaming with me, and welcome to Back at the Backlog, the series where we take a look at the games that I recently beat off my backlog. Today's episode is on the game Mortal Kombat Special Forces. My history with the Mortal Kombat franchise starts with the original on Sega Genesis. I played a ton of this when I was younger with my sister. It was obviously a hand-me-down system, and I was never really good at the game, but man, I always had a blast with that game, and also Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the original PlayStation, which I don't sadly have anymore. So much so that I pretty much played Mortal Kombat on any system that I played afterwards. I got Mortal Kombat 2 actually last Christmas, which was nice. I've had Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and Mortal Kombat Deception for the PS2 ever since I was younger. I picked up Mortal Kombat X for the PS4 and loved the hell out of this game, and especially the story mode. So much so that the very next day I literally picked up Mortal Kombat for the Xbox 360 and ripped through this game in a few sessions. I also own Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe and finally Mortal Kombat 11 for the Nintendo Switch. This is easily my second favorite fighting franchise after Super Smash Bros. I've always loved these games' iconic rosters of brutally murderous characters, the over-the-top fatalities, and addicting game mechanics. The Mortal Kombat franchise went through some shaky times though. Mortal Kombat Special Forces is definitely a part of that era. During the PlayStation and Nintendo 64 generation, Midway wanted to create more than just fighting games for the franchise, to expand its appeal and try out new things with the franchise. That led to the creation of spin-offs such as Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, a game that will be in episode one day, and of course the game we are looking at today, Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Mortal Kombat Special Forces released on June 30th, 2000 for the PlayStation. It was developed and published by Midway Games. This game is widely considered to be the worst Mortal Kombat game, and critically is one of the worst games to release on the PlayStation, sitting at a low 28 on Metacritic. Now, is it really that bad? Let's get into it. Let's talk about the story first. Actually, you know what? In fact, let's talk about this intro first. Not that intro. But damn, isn't that a great startup? Well, that was something. That was goofy and fun and something different. I mean, if the whole game is that goofy and fun, that could actually be kind of cool. It's not, though. The story is about a bunch of dangerous superhuman criminals who escaped from Special Forces headquarters, all from the help of Kano. This one person you consistently hear from, Gemini, calls Jax to help out immediately. Jax makes it to where the villains are apparently hiding, but it is too late as everyone else has been killed, and Jax just says this:
Kano, you're gonna pay for this.
Then the game begins. The opening cutscene just makes me laugh with its voice acting and early pre-rendered cutscene look.
I couldn't even tell it was CG. It looks so real.
I'm guessing you're kidding?
I wish I was.
I wish you were too. As you can tell by the cutscenes and cover, Jax is the star of the show and is the only character you'll be playing as in the game. Right off the bat, visually, well, this isn't a good looking game. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, its art style is just not appealing, but because of how bad it looks, it also has the slightest charm, like 1% of charm. The other 99% is a bunch of generic looking rooms that you could place in any other generic looking game. The game just doesn't have style. Most areas don't stand out as unique. There are plenty of memorable stages from Mortal Kombat games, but this? Well, this is a parking lot. Isn't that awesome? Parking lots, people! Yay! Aren't you fucking happy? Jax is running around in a fucking parking lot! This game kinda broke me. As you can tell, it's a 3D action-adventure game in the style of a beat-em-up. Controls-wise, it's fine. It happily works fine. The biggest issue is that you can't use the analog stick even though the case says analog control compatible. I played this on PlayStation 3 via backwards compatibility, so maybe that's why? Using a D-pad for a 3D game just isn't nearly as comfortable, but that was my only option. Every stage is essentially run around and beat up everybody, find keys or access codes for doors, and get to the end to fight a boss. That's it. One thing this game doesn't care about is your time. You may be finishing up levels, but you can only save when defeating a boss. There's also a live system in this game, so if you get a game over at the boss, you have to restart from your previous save, which could have been almost an hour of game progress. Early on with the very first boss, I got down to my very last life. They only give you 3, so I was worried as to what that'll mean with this first boss. I made sure to be very careful. This first boss was an easy pain. What I mean by that is, yes, I went down to my last life, but I got close to this flamethrower fucking just button mashed the X button until that bastard died. Which, yes, as you might be able to tell, you can get through this whole game by just spamming X, which I essentially did do. Button mashing in fighting games is one thing, but button mashing in a single player action game and it working? Well, that's just straight up bad game design. By the second area, I realized that this is the game. It's a super simple beat 'em up with no unique style or anything of substance with game mechanics or in its story. The back of the box says, "Uncover the pieces to this mysterious story, an exciting storyline from the Mortal Kombat universe." The story is literally just people escaped and now Jax is out to kill them. And that's fine. That's all you need. But why put emphasis on the story when clearly there is no mystery? Maybe because the gameplay isn't that much better either.
God damn. You know, I actually thought there was some mystery.
And what is that exactly?
How this game even got made.
Oh shit. Tell him.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I'll give you that one.
I think there is truly a mystery in this story.
You know, I actually don't even want to hear your theory, because I know it's going to be a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. I can't lie. I would be lying if I didn't say that I did have some fun early on before I realized that this was the entire game. Honestly, it was probably just the charm of a PS1 game that got me to have some fun. But that fun is stopped short once the game introduces enemies with guns. Enemies that fight close up are easy to see them coming, and you're able to get ready to pound on their bodies until they become corpses. But enemies with guns? Well, it plays out like this. Yeah, that's just bullshit. These dudes that are so far off screen somehow shoot the shit out of you with insane precision. These bastards never miss! Jax eventually gets hold of guns too, and so you can shoot enemies instead of punching them with a variety of weapons. In the beginning, ammo is a bit rare, but halfway through the game you'll have enough ammo for many different weapons that it won't matter if you decide to go guns blazing. I would have more often if the weapon aiming wasn't complete shit, because it is exactly that, complete shit. You have to tap the buttons to move the reticle so slightly or else you'll never get a good shot in. A bunch of keys and access codes later, the third boss is introduced. Jarek, my worst enemy. Jarek throws random shit at you, and as you barely manage to get closer, but finally as you do and start pounding on him, he rightfully and understandably pounds on you back. Hey, whoa, what the fuck was that? In 3 hits, this man kills Jax. I accidentally pressed start, not get health, but press start and get a game over. I get a game over, which it took me like an hour to get there. An hour! A fucking hour! Now I gotta go through the fucking parking lot, read the license plates for a code, which mind you, one of them says Midway, which apparently means 3, because the M kinda looks like a 3 when you put it sideways. But why would you think that if you just see the word Midway, it's not the logo Midway, it's the word Midway? Then I gotta go through these towers with security guards that have fucking shotguns, because why not? Go look for keys everywhere, one down in the basement or locker room or whatever the fuck this shitty design looking place is. Who are these random women? Why is she taking a shower with her clothes on? Who cares? I can kill her, which gives some happy moments. Which happiness dies down immediately when I turn the corner and get shot out of fucking nowhere. Grab some keys, go in a room with gas or some shit. What is this place? Why is there a locker room with women showering and clearly something very diabolical next to it? Then I get another key to open one of the lockers in the damn locker room to get another key. Apparently this woman is showing me to the locker that I need to open, but I'm not an idiot. I'll find it on my own, so I'll kill her too. One key leads to another room, to another room, to an elevator, to the fucking room for this shit with many damn armed fucking bastards that shoot me on sight. How do you even know I'm Jax? You looked at me for a millisecond, killing a million guards later. I make it back to the boss, Jarek. I'm fine. I just have to take my time, make sure he doesn't lock me up in his combo, and kill him. Oh. No! Third time's the charm. I don't want to do that all again. That hit he does is so cheap and oh my god! Yes, I had to go through that entire section 5 times until I could finally beat Jarek. And then sadly, there's still more game to be played. That had to be one of the most frustrating moments in gaming for me ever. I wasn't even fast enough to press start to get more health back. I don't want to see another parking lot or locker room again in my life. And unfortunately, I see those two things like every day. Seriously though, why should I have to redo a whole ass chunk of almost an hour of progress when I didn't die at those parts? I died at the boss! Stop wasting my fucking time and let me verse the goddamn boss! Let me verse the boss! I'd understand restarting someone from even the tower section, but not all the way from the parking lot. It's a complete waste of time and a giant fuck you to players. And I know some smartass will say, well, back in my day, when I used to get game overs, I had to restart the entire game. Yeah, I know. And that's even more bullshit. That's that arcade mentality that older games used to have. And I'm so glad we're so far from that, because that mindset is horrible. It is just straight up bad game design. For sure, some games it works, but man, I wouldn't have been nearly as annoyed if I didn't have to redo so much stuff 5 times in a row. The lack of checkpoints is ridiculous. The next section has you running along this long temple corridor, I guess, with a bunch of enemies that have grenade and rocket launchers constantly shooting at you. After trying to take them out, I realized the best thing to do is just run. Run past these guys as if they aren't even there. Sure, you'll get hit, but way less than standing struggling to aim at them. They give plenty of med packs because I'm sure they thought people would actually try to take most of the guys out. Well, not me. I ran through that shit.
I wish I just ran. I actually took my time and killed all of them. Let's just say I had a couple of game overs because of that.
Yeah, that sucks.
I honestly just stopped playing after that Jarek fight, and I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Oh wow, really? I mean, I can't say I blame you.
Honestly, I wish I would have continued though. I want to know if the mystery I have theorized was in this story.
Well, you're about to hear soon how it's not. There's no mystery.
You still don't even know my theory.
I'm sorry, but like I said earlier, I really don't want to hear it. There's no mystery. It's all bullshit. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Next section has you in a temple collecting some stones or something to open up a door. Honestly, I didn't hate this section, just nothing special, nothing unique about it. Then you go deeper in this temple thing with more guards to bash and shoot and keys to grab until you get to the next boss, which is Scorpion. I mean Tremor. Yes, Tremor? He definitely doesn't look like Scorpion, right? Come on, man, that's literally just Scorpion again. Luckily, I beat this dude on my first try as he isn't too much of a pushover. He causes the ground to shake, shoots fireballs, and constantly runs away from you like a bitch, which every boss annoyingly does. But eventually with a ton of hits, Tremor falls and dies. At least this arena has some kind of Mortal Kombat look to it. I'm now going to talk about the final section just to let you know. Then it's the final stage, Outworld. Jax goes through a portal to find Kano. You would think Outworld would look cool, but no, it's just a bunch of stones floating in a dark void. How creative. At first, I was super worried about this area since every enemy loves to block, making it tougher to attack. Not only that, but I actually fell off these tighter pathways that cause an entire life to be lost no matter how much health you have. Understandable, but still frustrating. But I looked up a walkthrough of someone else's and saw this guy uppercut once, and the enemy fell off, causing it to be an instant death. My mind was blown, and so I tried that combo for myself, and lo and behold, the enemy died because of falling. So if I just angle it right, technically I could take out every enemy like that, right? No need to spam X and have it being blocked or anything like that. I could just uppercut and move on. Well, that's exactly what I did. It made Outworld so easy. It was cheap, but if they're cheap to me, I'll be cheap back, damn it. So I navigated through this labyrinth of portals, taking everyone out by uppercutting and having them fall to their deaths. Outworld is filled with small corners that really shouldn't be a big deal, but because of how big one step of Jax is, it was constantly nerve-wracking just to walk these tight corners. This second half of Outworld at least looks more interesting than a parking lot, but I guess that isn't saying much now, is it? Luckily, I didn't really ever die since the Jarek situation, so I stocked up on medpacks and ammo. I took out snipers from far, uppercutting bastards, grabbing keys, slowly walking up corners. It was smooth sailing. Finally, I got to the portal where Kano was at. Kano tells Jax he's too late, which clearly he's not too late because he's gonna fight him, and then Jax just tells him a couple ass-kicking puns.
The only thing I'm gonna serve you is a steel fist to your face, you delusional maniac. And after you get your pounding, I'm gonna haul your butt back to prison back home on Earth, where you won't have the aid of this overgrown light bulb. Sorry to burst your bubble, Kano, but the only thing you're gonna lord over is a porcelain throne in a 4x4 room.
Talk that shit, Jax. He's wasting your time talking about how you're being too late. Kick his ass! So first off, at least this is more of a Mortal Kombat looking arena. Kano throws these essentially unavoidable knives at you, which is bull, but whatever, because I had a ton of med packs. So I did everything on my power to chip away at Kano's health. But at the end of the day, no matter how many fancy tricks you pull off, you could always defeat a man by spamming the X button, and that I very much did. Having defeated Kano on my first try made me realize I've become an expert at this game, unfortunately. So Jax grabs this stone Kano wanted, teleports out of Outworld, and just kind of stands there for like 12 seconds. gets a call from Gemini and their conversation goes like this.
Well, sounds to me like someone has made it all the way back home.
Oh, yeah.
That's the ending? I wasn't expecting much, but I was expecting at least a little bit more than him standing still for 12 seconds and him saying, "Oh yeah." My expectations were very low for this ending, and it didn't even reach half of that. What is this mysterious story? There is no mystery or secret in this story. Well, that was Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Yeah, that was a bad game. And it's not too surprising when you hear about its rocky development cycle. I mean, so much of what was supposed to be in this game was removed or changed, from Sonya Blade supposed to be playable, to several levels scrapped and even basic functions like jumping removed. Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast versions were cancelled. Series co-creator John Tobias left midway through the development. It was rocky, and goddamn, it definitely shows in the final product. This is a clunky mess of a game that will forever be a stain in Mortal Kombat's legacy. Overall, I'm gonna give Mortal Kombat Special Forces A. When the best part of your game is its intro, yeah, there's definitely something wrong. Out of 10. Well, that was a game, wasn't it? It's been a while since I tackled a game that I truly did not like. But damn it, it's Mortal Kombat history, and I'm glad I was able to share this experience with you all. And yeah, I'm definitely not playing this game ever again. That'll be it for today, though. Thank you so much for watching. Share this video around as these take so long to make. Have you played Mortal Kombat Special Forces? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Mortal Kombat Special Forces is indeed the low point of the franchise, but it is officially out of the backlog.
This game is pretty damn bad.
Why should I care?
You don't remember getting me this for Christmas?
I didn't get you that. I got you that Donkey Kong Jr. math thing.
No, you didn't. No one got me that game. I've been dying for that game for the past, 3 years.
I don't remember getting you that.
You don't remember? This was 2015 or so.
How am I supposed to remember what I got you in 2015 when I don't remember what you got me this year?
You don't remember? It's been less than a week.
I got menopause. Pauses all memories.
Remember, I got you nothing.
Makes sense why I don't remember getting anything.
Regardless, I'm still stunned that you somehow got this thinking this is Mortal Kombat X.
What, are you mad at me now or some shit?
No, I just finally got around to playing it and just reminded me of that Christmas.
Well, now I feel bad. Here. Take this.
Don't feel bad. The fuck is this though?
It's your birthday present. Have it early. Pretty sure you'll like that game.
Oh, thanks. I will gladly take this.